What's up all you Kiff people, and welcome to My Kiff Life. My name is Mark, and if you're new to this channel is all about Mauritius. It's about living in Mauritius, it's about holidaying in Mauritius and trying to figure out whether or not this could be the right move for you. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and stick around, and we're going to show you a whole lot more about what Mauritius is all about.
All the shotgun blues got me slipping and sliding, coming around for more, but you will never ever know that if you're looking for the light and if you wanna be smiling, open up your mind, boy, spread it and go. Shotgun blues again, be slipping and sliding, coming around for more, but you will never ever know. And if you wanna be shining bright and if you wanna be smiling, open up your mind, boy, spread it and go.
So this year I want to start off the year by taking you through our journey of what our last 5 years have been all about and showing you some of the highs, the lows. I'll take you right back to COVID, when COVID hit the island and our experience during that period. We're very excited about what 2025 holds, and we're very excited about sort of the rest of our future here in Mauritius. So stick around and let's get to it. First things first, we're ocean lovers, and so living on this island has just brought us closer to ocean life and beach life. Whether we go surfing or swimming or snorkeling or sailing, we just love being around the ocean and love being close to nature. But it's not the only thing. Mauritius has a huge trail community, a huge sort of and cycling community, mountain biking community. And there are so many trails and so many places to explore on foot or on bike, and you know, there's some really major events as well that you can check out and be a part of. So if you're into that, if you're more into sort of the waterfall exploring, the gorges, the mountains, there are so many things to explore on the island, and everything is just so close. When we first moved here in October 2019, we actually crashed my dad's place for a month, and then we moved into an area called Quatre. Now Quatre is more in the center of the island, it's on the plateau, so the island comes up an elevation from the coast to the plateau area in various degrees from various areas, and Quatre is more of a city type lifestyle. We were very fortunate to move to a compound that's an old family compound, sort of related to us, and so we got to move into a place that was a bit of an oasis in a city life environment. This is where we went into lockdown, and we were very fortunate to have my cousin and his wife living on the property. You'll see there were some challenges that we had. We had no food in our house when we went into lockdown. It was a severe 7-day full lockdown. Couldn't leave your property. There was very little food. You'll see now. I'll cut to some video footage of that. But we started exploring what we could eat in the gardens. So that was awesome. Breadfruit being a main staple for us, and basically it was just about sharing is caring, and it was awesome. It was honestly, what was so bizarre is that what was such a hectic experience for the world is one of my fondest memories, because we got to spend some quality time together, or making bonfires every night. Yeah, it was bizarrely epic. One of the first things we bought was a car. Even though public transport is really good, and you've seen from other episodes, and you can check out some other episodes that I've done about using public transport. For us as a family, we needed to be able to move around and just have more mobility. But public transport takes time. There was the introduction of the metro rail, which was just a huge surprise to me, to have something so sophisticated on the island when we didn't even have that in our hometown in Durban. So it's really good, it's very efficient, and it's got aircon. Okay, so after a year and a half of living in Quatre, we decided to move to Tamarin. And Tamarin is one of the major expat hubs in Mauritius, Tamarin and Black River. The other one is obviously Grand Bay in the north. and this was just awesome. We moved into what I call the small big house, very small property, but plenty of bedrooms, so it just kind of goes up, and we had a pool, so we were super excited because we went into a second lockdown. Pool was a huge distraction for us. Although it didn't last as long as the first one, we were very grateful that we had a pool to swim in. Yeah, and I guess aircon. We had aircon inside our rooms as well, which was great. So one of the questions I get asked a lot is safety and security. Obviously, this is a huge point for South African expats wanting to figure out whether or not they're still going to be experiencing the anxiety that they've experienced or some of the tragedies that they've experienced back home. You know, I grew up in the 80s as a kid, which meant that I could ride my bicycle down the road, go to the corner cafe and go and get some, you know, sweets and chappies and whatever. And I'm very happy to say that my kids in 2025 get to experience the same life. While I don't like them riding a bicycle down the road, they're welcome to walk down the road to the corner shop and go and get whatever it is they want. My one daughter also takes the bus from time to time. All her friends take the bus. So these are our experiences. This is actually how we live on the island. We found Mauritians to be very friendly, kind and helpful people. Well, all I can say is we have a lot of gratitude for being in Mauritius and for our experience with the people that we've come across. Honestly, I mean, we've been invited to social functions, so many of them. We've made friends right across the board, so both expats and Mauritians, and right across, I guess, culture spectrum as well. So, you know, and our kids have done that as well. So there's a real sort of well-rounded, multifaceted, multinational friendship circles that you get. I'm just very grateful for that because our kids are growing up on a small island but with sort of a wide-eyed experience. All I can say is we were very grateful. So the values on this island is to be kind and to be honest, and that means that you can go to the beach, you can leave your stuff on the beach, go for a swim or a walk, and you come back and it'll still be there. I can only speak from experience. I've had 2 incidents. One where my daughter left her phone in a corner shop in a tabaji, and we got home and then she realized she didn't have her mobile phone with her anymore, and I thought, oh man, that thing's gone. So we took the chance and we went back to the shop, and there was the shop owner holding the phone and said, yeah, my darling, you forgot your phone. I kept it safe for you. You know, and that was just, I was just totally blown away that people were so honest. So we spent about 1.5 years in Tamarin, and recently an opportunity presented itself to us to move to the southeast coast of Mauritius. This wasn't something I would have considered normally, but the property for us was just so incredible and just met all our needs and exceeded our needs, to be honest, that we just jumped at this opportunity and have moved to an area called Savannah. We're a little bit inland, so there's a little bit of elevation to where we're living. So it's probably about 6 degrees cooler than Tamarin, which if you live in Tamarin you'll know what I mean. And we are now experiencing a whole new side of the island for us. It's just been an absolute blessing so far. We're pretty stoked about it. So what have we learnt about moving countries? Well, I can tell you first and foremost, it's not for the faint-hearted. I didn't arrive to a job. I know most people arrive on this island semi-retired, or at least with serious businesses back home or big earning capacity. That was not my experience. I know that's not the norm. There's nothing normal about what we do, to be very honest with you. Being a big family is just one of them. But what have we learnt? It's not for the faint-hearted. You've got to be resilient, and you've got to be open to change, and you've got to be able to adapt. Don't try and make Mauritius a mini version of your home, of what it was like back home. It's not going to be the same. Embrace it. Embrace the change. Embrace the food. Embrace the culture. And that's going to be true to any country that you move to. You've got to be able to adapt. Have a little faith. Things will get better. Don't try and get everything sorted all in one go. You know, you don't have to find the forever house. You don't have to find the the exact car that you want. You know, that all comes with time. You've got to realize to a large degree you're starting over and you're starting again. So that is if you're living on the island. So obviously a holiday is a completely different thing. You come and do whatever you want to do on the island if you're on holiday, and as much as you can. The other thing is that education costs money. Yeah, education costs money. Have I had some bad experiences? Yes. I had my car serviced, ironically, by an expat who managed to seize my engine on my car. So that cost me another 30,000 rupees to replace. Thank God it was a small car. See, get a small car when you start. But I haven't had that problem since. Yeah, so that was one experience, but it cost money. When starting a business on the island, there's no such thing as flying under the radar. Okay, make sure you get your business registered the correct way, either as an individual or as a company. There are lots of accounting firms here, or lots of small accounting practices that you can take advantage of that can help you on your journey. And if you're a bigger company, let's say a bigger investment, make sure you tie in to a management company on the island to help you move in the right direction and make sure that you are compliant with all the regulatory bodies. It's not like opening a business in South Africa. There are a few things you need to look out for and make sure that you comply with. So we'll get into that into another video. And my last thought with you guys is that this is an island. Remember that you're on an island. My wife constantly reminds me when I'm driving that we are on an island. Slow down. Don't be in a rush. We don't need to rush. We live on an island. Everything is really close. And take time to explore. Be intentional with your time. We don't need to rush and go nuts. I think that's my leaving thought for you guys today. So, yeah. And so if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date. I'm hoping that 2025 I get to make more of these videos, help you guys out, figure out whether or not Mauritius is the right place for you. And if you're here on holiday, what you can get up to and all the exciting times that you can have. So we'll see you in the next episode.